Hello, everyone. This is Gemini Jets 1975 coming at you with a Central Texas International Airport update number two. Um, it's been quite a while since I've done one of these, about a year. Uh, I want to bring something really fun back to my airport updates, and I hope other people do the same thing, and that is the subscriber route. So, if you're not sure what that is, you've never heard of it, basically, you and the person you're doing the route with have to be subscribed to each other. That's number one. Number two, you pick an airplane and you both have to have the same airplane because that's basically just how it works. And you pick an airplane and that plane. So say I'll just give you an example. Say the American TWA 737-800 Retro. Say I'm doing a subscriber route with Red River Aviation, so we both have to be subscribed to each other. And when I do my update, I send the 737-800 TWA Retro to Red Rivers Airport. And then when he does his update, whichever airport that is, then he sends the airplane to my airport. And we just do that back and forth. So it's really, really fun. Um, Comment below, if you want to do one, and we can, discuss an airplane. Typically, for any given airplane, you can have up to two subscriber routes. So one of the routes would be an arrival to your airport, and then the second one would be the departure. And it's not really feasible to do three, but you can do two. All right, guys. So that being said, I'm basically voiding all of the ones that I used to have. And if any of those people want to have one again, you know who you are, then comment below and we can get that started again. So let's get started with a section we usually don't start with, excuse me. All right, so right here we have the Air New Zealand 787-9, and he just arrived in from Auckland. Okay, right here we have the Korean Air 777-300ER, and he'll be making a flight out to Seoul in a couple of hours. Right here, the LATAM 787-9 will be making a flight out to, let's say Santiago. Right here, the China Airlines 777-300ER just arrived in from Taipei. Right, fairly new model. Right here, the Royal Air Maroc 787-9 will be making a flight out to Casablanca. Okay, right here, the Singapore Airlines 787-10 arrived in about an hour and a half ago from Singapore's Changi Airport. Okay, now for the narrow bodies, right here we have the Copa 737-800 in the retro livery. He'll be making a flight out to Panama City, Panama, PTY. Okay, right here, the Aeromexico E190, Aeromexico Connect, just arrived in from Mexico City. Okay, the Air Canada 737 MAX 8 will be making a flight out to Toronto Pearson. Then we have the Air Canada A220-300, and he will be making a flight out to Winnipeg. Okay, the Cayman Airways 737 MAX, I think that, yeah, the MAX 8, and he will be making a flight out to Port of Spain. Iceland Air Hekla Aurora 757-200 just arrived in from Reykjavik. And then we have the, actually, you know what? I'm stupid. Cayman Airways is going to Grand Cayman. I don't know why I said the other. The Caribbean Airlines is going to go to Port of Spain. Okay, anyway, sorry about that, guys. All right, now, so right here, we've got the American Airlines 737-800, and he will be making a flight out to, make sure that's 800, yep, to Dallas Fort Worth. Right here, the American A321 just arrived in from Charlotte. Okay, right here, the American A319 with Sharklets will be making a flight out to Phoenix. Okay, right here, new model that I got at Airliners, American 787-9. We'll be making a flight out to, let's say, Seoul, Korea. Right here, the One World, American One World 777-200. And he just arrived in from Frankfurt, Germany. Right here, the American 777-300ER. And he will be making a flight out to London Heathrow. Okay, the American 737-800 just arrived in from Philadelphia. Right here, the American 737 MAX 8, and he just arrived in from Chicago O'Hare. Right here, the American 737 MAX 8, the second one, will be making a flight out to Miami. And then the American TWA Retro just arrived in from St. Louis. Okay. All right. So right over here, guys, we got the Spirit A321, and he will be making a flight out to Fort Lauderdale. Okay, right here, the American A321, the Medal of Honor, Flagship Valor, will be making a flight out to, let's do an international destination. Let's do Cancun. All right, right here, the JetBlue A320. That is the, I think that's the high-rise tail. He will be making a flight out to Boston. Okay. All right. Right here, we've got the JetBlue A320 Tartan Tail. He'll be making a flight out to Los Angeles. All right, right here, the JetBlue A320 in the Spotlight Tail just arrived in from Fort Lauderdale. All right. And then what do we got right here? Right here we have the JetBlue A220-300. We'll be making a flight out to Boston. Right here, the JetBlue Spotlight with Sharklets, also from Airliners. We'll be making a flight out to San Juan. Okay, right here we have the JetBlue A321. That is, I'm not even, actually I think that's the Neo. He'll be making a flight out to, Fort Lauderdale. Right here, JetBlue A321. That's also, I think that's a Neo also. That one just arrived in from, Providenciales, Turks and Caicos. Then right here, the original JetBlue A321 in the Prism tail. That one, I know that one for sure. He just arrived in from, let's say, Washington, D.C. Okay. So next, right here is a Breeze E195, and he just arrived in from, gosh, I don't know, Tampa. Right here, the Alaska, let's see, Alaska 737-900 just arrived in from Seattle. Okay, right here, the Alaska 737-800 be making a flight out to Portland. Some of these have been knocked off their jetway a little bit. All right here, the Alaska E175 in the Horizon Retro livery. He just arrived in from Boise. Okay, right here we have the Alaska Oneworld 737-900, and he'll be making a flight out to Seattle with continuing service to Anchorage and Fairbanks. All right here we have the Alaska MAX 9, very nice model. He'll be making a flight out to, let's say, Miami. Okay, right here, the Alaska E175 standard livery just arrived in from Dallas Love Field. And then right here, the Alaska West Coast Wonders special livery just arrived in from let's say San Francisco. I don't remember. I don't think I've done them with this airline yet. And then finally in this terminal, Sun Country 737-800 Tide Pod will be making a flight out to Minneapolis. Okay, so now we got United first terminal here. Right here, United 737-700 just arrived in from Acapulco. Right here, the Continental 737-900 in the Continental Retro will be making a flight out to Houston Intercontinental. These airplanes are not cooperating with me today. All right, right here we got the United. Let's see, that's the United MAX 8, and he just arrived in from Newark. Right here. Okay. Right here is the United 777-300ER, and he'll be making a flight out to, oh dear, let's say, Melbourne, Australia. All right. That's for you, Aviation JXXX. Right here is a United 787-9, and he just arrived in from Tokyo Haneda. Okay, right here is a United 787-10. All right, and he will be making a flight over to, let's say, Rome. Right, United 757-200. All right, he just arrived in from Los Angeles. United 737-700 just arrived in from Washington Dulles. All right, the United A319 will be making a flight out to Jacksonville. Right here, the United 767-300ER just arrived in from Brussels via Newark. Right here is a United 737-800 just arrived in from Chicago O'Hare. All right. This one right here is a United 737-900, and he just arrived in from Belize. Yeah, Belize City. Yeah, let's say Belize City. And then right here is the United, that's the Being United 737 MAX 8 special livery. We'll be making a flight over to Seattle. All right. So that concludes this side of the airport. And then next we have Southwest right here. We have the 737-800 50-year Southwest 50-year anniversary Spirit of Freedom special, and he will be making a flight out to Dallas Love. Right here is a Southwest 737-700 just arrived in from Corpus Christi. Right here is a Southwest 737-700 just arrived in from Houston Hobby. Right there, the Southwest Herb Kelleher 1 MAX 8 just arrived in from Phoenix. Right there is a Southwest MAX 8 just arrived in from Los Angeles. Right here is a 737-800, and he will be flying out to Las Vegas. Right here is a Canyon Blue, one of the few left 737-800s just arrived in from Baltimore. And then last but not least, the Southwest Florida 1 737-700 will be flying out to no other than Orlando. All right. So right here, guys, we have the regional terminal. I see right here the American Eagle E175, and he will be making a flight out to let's do something obscure. Abilene, Texas. Right here we have the American Eagle E175 Standard, and he just arrived in from Shreveport. Right here the American CRJ 700. Actually, no, that's the 900. Yeah, the 700. Double check on that. Yeah, let's just say 700. I don't think that's the 900. No, that's the 700. He just arrived in from Moline, Quad Cities. Then right there is the American E145, and he just arrived in from Amarillo. Right there, the United E175. I'll be making a flight out to Mobile, Alabama. Right there, the United CRJ 700 will be making a flight out to Tulsa. Right there, the United CRJ 200. Let's see, he'll be making a flight out to Waco. Right here, standing on his rear, is the Silver Airways ATR 42. We'll be making a flight out to Tampa via Pensacola and New Orleans. Right here is the Delta Connection CRJ 700, and he just arrived in from Monroe, Louisiana. Right here is the Delta Connection CRJ 900. He'll be making a flight out to Kalamazoo, Michigan. Then right here is the Delta E170, and he'll be making a flight out to Tallahassee, Florida. Okay. All right, now is the first of two Delta terminals. Okay, so first we have the Delta A321, and he will be making a flight out to Detroit Metro. Right there's the SkyTeam 737-800. He just arrived in from Cincinnati. Okay, then we have the Delta 737-900 be making a flight out to Boston. Then right there is the Delta 737-900. He'll be making a flight out to Seattle. Okay, right there next to him is the Delta CS. The Delta A220. Which A220 is that? I think that's the that should be the 300. Wow. Yeah, it's been way too long since I've done one of these guys. Okay, that's the A220-100, and he will be flying out to Oklahoma City. Then next to him is what is next to him? That's going to be the A220-300, and he will be making a flight out to let's say Detroit Metro. Then right there, the 757-200 will be flying out to New York's JFK. Right here, the thank you Delta A321 just arrived in from Orlando. And then the second Delta 757, he'll be flying out to Tampa. Right here, the Delta 737-800. Let's see, that is an 800. Yeah, because the others are 900. He just arrived in from Phoenix Sky Harbor. Right there, the other Delta 737-800 will be making a flight over to Salt Lake City. Delta 763, he'll be making a flight down to Lima, Peru. Okay, right there is the Delta A330. Let's see, I think that's going to be the 200. The jetway is falling down. And he will be making a flight over to Athens, Greece. All right here is the A330 Neo, and he just arrived in from Tokyo Haneda via Seattle. Right there, the Delta A350. He just arrived in from Sydney. Then right here, the second Delta A350. He'll be flying down to Johannesburg. All right, so now let's do the taxiways. Right. Back in the back here, we have the Delta Team USA A330 Neo. Is flying out to Buenos Aires, Argentina. Then right here is the Delta 717, and he is flying out to Dallas Fort Worth. Right here, the American 787-8. He is flying out to let's do a domestic route. He's flying out to Chicago O'Hare with continuing service to Amsterdam. All right here, the Qantas 787-9 is flying out to. Actually, no, he just arrived in from Sydney. Excuse me. All right here, the JetBlue A321. He just arrived in from Barbados. And right here, the Lufthansa 787-9 is taxiing in after arriving from Munich. Okay, guys. So that basically does it for this long airport update, about 25 minutes. Remember, uh, if you want a subscriber route, comment below, let me know the aircraft. I do have, I mean, if you need to ask me if I have an aircraft, that's fine. I also have a collection video that's relatively current, but if you're not sure, please ask. And we can definitely pick an airplane. And anyways, guys, thank you guys for sticking with me, for, you know, waiting me out while I wasn't making videos. I appreciate it. Airliners was amazing, and that kind of helped kickstart the desire for videos again. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all of my subscribers, even the ones that are probably have given up. So anyway, thank you for watching the video. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if there's anything that you want me to make a video of, just comment below. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video.